fiber optics are all part of an exciting emerging field called photonics. Photonics applications improve the procedures and equipment used in medicine, defense, aerospace, robotics, telecommunications, environment, solar energy, and lighting. Careers in these photonics-enabled technologies are challenging, interesting, and highly rewarding in terms of pay and advancement. Photonics provides career opportunities for people in a variety of fields. Photonics enables scientists to create new applications for lasers and optics. Engineers use photonics in designing new equipment and procedures. Technicians who have studied photonics are able to make things work and keep them working. Development of new photonics devices creates opportunities for business people whose job it is to make organizations aware of how to acquire these new devices. But talking about photonics careers is not nearly as interesting as hearing from a real person who works in this exciting field. As you watch the following interview with a photonics worker, learn about what they do and why they became interested in the field and the type of education they received to prepare for this career.
My name's Brinson. I work at Rice University. I hired on in '91 following the completion of a degree in lasers and electro-optics. I've gone from an auto mechanic to somebody who can talk physics and chemistry at a fairly advanced level, and I thrive on it. I get up excited every day. I came up on a Friday, I stayed. I moved into the dorm, I was in class on Monday, and I thrived on it from there on out. The phrase that got me into school, if you want to go back to school and you can find a way to get in, you will find a way to stay. And we did. And it wasn't easy. I was able to communicate with people on concepts that normally wouldn't be picked up until advanced graduate work. Mathematical things that I learned in school, some of which I sought on my own. Math skills give you understandings of things. What's the significance of a parabola or a cubic term? Well, you can take an intermediate translational math class that goes from algebra trig to calculus without jumping into the heavy stuff, and it will explain these things to you. If you have some shortcomings, you're going to have to knuckle under and do it. But don't be afraid, okay? There are people out here that can teach it. You got to go with it. When you understand photonics and the interaction of light, X-rays work the same way. You start to look towards the medical field. Electrons travel in the same manner. You start looking at microscopies that can study things on the micron and on the nanometer scale. We're talking visualizing atoms in an array. It's very diverse. You can go into a safety program. There are so many places that this will carry. You have a niche skill set. I met up with equipment that I was told I would never see. Terawatt lasers, various forms of E-beam lasers. I moved from there into electron microscopy. From there I moved into nanotechnology. We studied carbon structures. I eventually moved from carbon structures to gold nanoshells and gold nanoparticles and other nanoscale materials. You're going to have to push, and it's going to be tough. But it'll pay off in the big picture, because what I developed was a vocabulary, a way of thinking that moved me into an entirely different world. My options are pretty well open. I continued my education to this day. This was a wonderful jumping off point.
You've just seen a great example of the thousands of people who are enjoying careers in photonics. The opportunities are almost limitless, and the rewards include good pay and interesting work. But you will need to prepare for this opportunity by continuing your education past high school at a college or university that has a photonics program. It's hard work, but you can do it, and you'll be glad that you did. Funding for this video was provided by OP-TEC, the National Center for Optics and Photonics Education, through a grant from the National Science Foundation's Advanced Technological Education Program. For more information on OP-TEC and photonics careers, please visit our website at www.op-tec.org.